Hi students, Dr. Trammell here. Welcome to GNED 100. We're going to have some fun this summer in this one-credit study skills course, and a lot of what's in this course is going to be based on this text called Becoming a Master Student, written by Dave Ellis. This is the Bible of being a better student, and it's in its 15th edition for a reason. There's a lot of really good stuff in here. But I just wanted to tell you as a way of introducing this course that becoming a master student is really about getting to know yourself. I, frankly, was not a very good undergraduate student. I was not even passing some of my courses at the midpoint of my first semester and didn't have a GPA that I could brag about that first semester freshman year at Grove City College. But by the time I got to graduate school, I had learned a lot, and a lot of what I learned, I had to learn the hard way through trying things and discarding what didn't work and keeping what did work. This course is designed to accelerate that process for you, to save you the trouble of writing your own book and to give you some ideas for starting points. If you had to sit down and ask me and force me to tell you what I think the most important things are to success at Randolph-Macon College or anywhere being a good college student, I would say the ones that are obvious you already know. You have to work hard, you have to manage your time, you have to commit to getting out of your comfort zone, but there are probably things that you haven't thought about that aren't as easy and that aren't the cliches that you already would find if you just Google it or something. One of them is, for example, in graduate school I learned that I couldn't read everything the same way. There were some things that I had to read word by word, slowly, very carefully, and sometimes had to even read multiple times. There were other things that I had to learn how to read hundreds of pages quickly and have the main takeaway, and that was all I was going to have time to do. But depending on the learning objectives for the course or the assignment, sometimes that was enough. And so part of being a master student is learning how and when to make those decisions about where your effort's really going to go. Part of it too, though, is understanding your brain. When I was an undergraduate, I didn't understand my brain very well. When I got to graduate school, suddenly I started to have to figure some things out again. One thing I learned about my brain is that I learn best in 20 to 30-minute chunks, so I had to start designing my reading and homework and writing so that I worked in these chunks of time. If I sat there for 3 hours straight without a break doing the same thing, I was going to be processing at a very low rate and not getting much done. I also learned that I function better in the evenings than I do in the mornings. I've heard people say that you can program that out, that if you join the Army, for example, and you get up early every day, you might be an early riser the rest of your life. But for me, having never been in the Army or loved mornings, I do a lot of my best work at night, and that's just the way I work. So I try to clear my schedule so that I have time in the evening to do reading and writing and homework and planning for tests and things like that. I also learned that my brain works best with a reward formula. I often will set out rewards for myself, like I'll go and shoot some basketball for half an hour if I get this done. I also think that my brain responds very well to having an organized tier of things that I'm working on. And if I slog down on one thing, I can immediately pick up this other thing and keep going, rather than just slogging with this other thing and not getting much done. Well, now this is me. Everybody's brain works a little bit differently, and part of what you're going to find out in this course is a little bit about how your brain works, and you're going to get a chance to experiment and use this class to help you with the other class or classes you're in this summer. So, welcome. We're going to have fun. You're going to meet some students in the other section at some point, and I look forward to meeting you and sharing this experience together on your journey to being a master student. See you soon.